Hello and welcome to the second video in this training for the Advanced Read-Through Calculator. In this one we answer the question of why read-through matters, and obviously if you don't know that then you might not know why you need the sheet. So switching over here to some slides. Unfortunately when I try and play the slideshow it does very strange things, so I'll just click my way through them. So first reason you might need it is to answer the question of what your royalties will really be. So say you spent $100 on advertising for book one in your series. You're excited, you can't wait to see the impact it's had. You go and check your sales and you found that you only earned $90 more than you would have expected to anyway. What a flop. You've wasted $10. You haven't gained anything, you've lost. $100 minus $90 is $10 down. Not good enough. So you'll never use that advertising site again. But wait, you never worked it out, but for every sale of book one you have, you earn another 50% from book two. So in this case you've earned $90 from book one, but you've earned another $45 from book two. That means your total earnings, extra earnings for here, were $135 on a $100 ad spend. You've just earned back an extra $35. You'll definitely run those ads again, but only because you've done these calculations. Without the read-through calculations, you would have thought that those adverts had failed. Now that was a clear-cut and easy case with just 2 books. What if you have 3, 5, or even 10 books in your series? You can still do those same calculations manually, but they'll take a lot more time. Or you can just plug the numbers into our tool and the results will appear for you. Another reason you might need to use it is to spot a read-through issue. So you might not realize it, but it may well be that 9 out of 10 people who read book 1 read book 2, and 9 out of 10 people who read book 2 go on to read book 3, and those are really good read-through numbers. You'd be very pleased to see those, and you don't really need to take any action. But only 3 out of 10 people who read book 3 read book 4. That's really bad. Now you can check things because you know it's happening. You've calculated your read through and you can say something's going very wrong. I know from book 1 to book 2 and book 2 to book 3 things go really well. So have I messed up in book 3? Do I disappoint the readers? You could look at your reviews. Is there something else going on? You go and check book 3, you go to the end and you find that when you published book 4 you forgot to add a call to action at the end of book 3. Most of the people reaching the end of book 3 don't even know there is a book 4, so they don't go on and buy it. And if no one knows book 4 exists, well, you're not selling anywhere near as many as you could. And now you have an easy fix. You can go in there, you don't need to rewrite anything, you just need to make sure you have a link taking people to book 4 at the end of book 3. And by doing that you could go from 3 out of 10 people to 8 or 9 out of 10 people who are finishing book 3 reading book 4, and therefore double your income from book 4 just by doing a few simple calculations. And that's just the start. Our sheet does a lot more. So you can it will also allow you to enter different data for ebook, KU, paperback, hardback and audiobook. So you can see if there are different read-through values there. So it might be that your ebook and your paperback are fine, but your audiobook is failing. So again, that could be that you've not got a call to action at the end of the audiobook. It also gives you expected sales for each book 1 sale. So you can actually say, okay, if I sell book 1, if I sell 1 copy of book 1, I expect to get X sales across the whole series for that sale, and the same for royalties as well. So don't worry about that too much, we'll go into that in detail in the sheets. And then there are outputs from the sheets, this tool, which will be really useful for some of the other tools we're developing as well. So that's it for video 2. I hope that helps to explain just why read-through is so important, and on the third video we will actually start to dive into the tool itself.